So hi, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Matt?
Good, thank you. First, I wanted to ask, what's it like doing comedy with Steve Carell?
Oh, intimidating. I've had a long-standing acting crush on him, so I was like, oh, don't screw this up. And I had a scene with Nancy, his wife, years ago in Bridesmaids. She was in the tennis scene with Kristen and I, and Nancy was my partner in the scene, my tennis partner, and she was awesome. And such a funny actress and comedian. But yeah, working with Steve was so nerve-wracking. Yeah, I mean, he's such a professional and lovely, and and my first scene that I shot was when I licked his face. Of course, couldn't do that scene now.
You've been great in so many comedies, and I was wondering, what's it like working with John as opposed to Paul Feig or Nicholas Stoller?
It was such a specific world of the satirizing the political machine. So to be in his hands was just a pleasure. I've long been a fan of that genre. I love broadcast news. I really enjoyed the newsroom. I loved, my mind is blanking, but so I really was thrilled to be part of this genre and to be in the hands of someone like John. So in that way, it was really unique, and I kind of can't compare it in that sense because it was such a specific genre.
Did you have to do any research talking to real political consultants, or was it more about the cartoonish villainy of this character?
Well, immediately John pointed me to the very famous documentary, The War Room by D.A. Pennebaker. Yeah. And so there's a great dynamic between Mary Maitland and James Corville, who are in a relationship, and they're obviously from opposite sides, but they have this great chemistry and sparring thing and this delight in their competition. And clearly there's like a sexiness between them. And that, I think, was a big inspiration for Faith and Gary.
Is it more fun to play this kind of outlandish villain character, or do you prefer playing someone who's a little more grounded in reality?
Well, I never want to say to an audience she's the villain for a start. I mean,
sure.
You're entitled to your opinion, but I think the piece as a whole is what attracted me to the project. Like I say, the genre of the newsroom, to work with John, to work with Steve. And I am fascinated by these sorts of characters, by a Megyn Kelly or a Kellyanne Conway, or this sort of cult of personality that has really evolved over the last decade, I guess.
It's been almost a decade since Damages wrapped, and I was kind of wondering what your memories were of that show.
My memories are really kind of emotional. I was just talking to Glenn the other day, actually, about, we were checking in, and, she's still a dear friend, and it's just so surreal. I mean, it changed my life in many ways. My memories are of us working together, of us getting scripts that morning and trying to learn them, of the fun of working with Glenn every day. She's such an incredible actress, which I don't need to tell you, but was that fun of sparring with her. And I loved being part of a thriller. It was really fun to have the twists and turns of a TV show and the excitement of the table reads and the next episodes. And that I miss it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Matt.